Hey guys, what's up? It's Millions of Millie Books, and this is my April wrap-up. I just filmed the entire video with my head chopped off, so I apologize if it's super annoying, but I should refilm it, but ain't nobody got time for that. So nonetheless, I hope you enjoy, and thank you for watching. My head's cut off this whole time. I'm gonna be pissed. Hey guys, what's up? It's Millions of Millie Books here with my... what month is it? Oh crap. Hey guys, what's up? It is Millions of Millie Books here with my April wrap-up. And I am standing up and I don't know if I like it. So we'll see how this goes. So in the month of April, I have completed Not Enough Books. Story of my life. I feel like everybody says that. I either read 30 pages a week or 3 books a week. I just can't do it. I don't know. So I'm just going to talk about what I did read. So within the first 2 days of the month, I finished the second half of Blood Promise by Rochelle Mead. I talked about this a little bit in my March wrap-up. Overall, I really liked this. I was pleasantly surprised by it. I've heard that this isn't people's favorite in the series. And I took a long break between picking up this and from when I picked up Shadow Kiss, I believe. Yes. And I didn't know how I was going to feel about this going in because obviously people who've read the series know that there's a huge thing happened in Shadow Kiss, that this is definitely the fallout from that situation. I enjoyed the beginning of this book. I thought the middle really dragged on, and then I thought the end was really, really awesome, actually. I don't think I've ever enjoyed this series more than I have enjoyed the end of this book. The ending of this book definitely made me interested in the rest of the series, which isn't something that I could have said before picking this up. Rose and I aren't BFFs yet, but I think we're getting there. We'll get there someday, Rose. We'll get there someday. I will pick up the rest of the series, and I gave this 4 out of 5 stars. The next book I picked up is I'll Give You the Sun by Jandy Nelson. This book has gotten so much hype. I've heard a lot of good things. A lot of people have been picking this up and really enjoying it. I previously have read The Sky is Everywhere, Jandy Nelson's debut novel, and I really liked it. There's this quirk to her writing style that I just definitely have to be in the mood for. So I wanted to wait to pick this up until I knew that I was ready for it. And I've read the first 70 pages in, I don't know, February maybe? And I liked them. It just wasn't my thing at the current moment. But then I picked it up again at the beginning of this month and I finished it and I flew through it and I absolutely loved this. Completely deserves a hype. I gave this 5 out of 5 stars. This is a contemporary novel about a pair of twins. It is told in 2 points of view. The twins' names are Noah and Jude. Noah tells the story of when they are 12 years old, and Jude tells the story of when they were 16 years old. These brother and sister twins used to be really close when they were growing up, and they kind of had a fallout. It was really interesting to see them build up to it and then also trace back and see what happened between their relationship. I loved the family relationships that were portrayed throughout this book. They were so real, but then they were so genuine, and I don't think there are enough brother-sister relationships in books. So this was an A+. I think Jandy Nelson has improved as a writer in this book from The Sky is Everywhere, because she definitely has this kind of hippie quirk to her, and I think that it just worked better in this. I really like The Sky is Everywhere. But yes, 5 out of 5 stars for this. This was really good. So if you are curious about this and you're tired of hearing about people talking about how great it is, I'm sorry, but it was so great. And I'm talking about it more, so deal with it. The next book I picked up was for my women's history class. I picked up 1,000 Splendid Suds by Khaled Hosseini. This is a novel set in Afghanistan, and it's centered around 2 females. One of them's name is Miriam, and the other one's name is Layla. Miriam is the illegitimate daughter of a well-respected man and his maid. Layla is from a family that actually encourages women's education, but something happens and her life is completely flipped upside down. The story is told through both of these women's point of views, and I really liked seeing how they came together and how their stories intertwined. This was a great novel about friendship and companionship and how these women were in such terrible situations, but they got through it because their bond was so strong. I highly recommend this if you could read this for a class, because there's a lot of things to academically contemplate and argue from this book. This is one of those books that definitely opens up your perspective and makes you see the world differently. And I really enjoyed this. I probably would give this 4.5 or 5 out of 5 stars. Not sure if I like this or the Kite Runner better. I love the Kite Runner. but I really love the female relationships in this, so I don't know. I love them both. Highly recommend them. The next novel I finally picked up is Isla and the Happily Ever After by Stephanie Perkins. I feel like I'm the last person to read this. I read Anna and the French Kiss and Isla and the Happily Ever After back in 2013, so I waited a while for this, and then I didn't pick it up when it came out, and I finally picked it up. And I enjoyed this. I loved Anna. I liked Lola, but I didn't like it nearly as much as Anna. I know a lot of people actually like Lola better than Anna, but I'm more of an Anna type girl, if you know what I'm saying. And this was somewhere kind of in the middle. I probably like this about the same as Lola. This is about a girl who goes to a school in Paris, and she's half French, half American, and she's finally starting to talk to this guy that of course she's had a crush on forever. And there's reoccurring characters from Stephanie Perkins' other books. The main pair from this has shown up in other books, I believe only in Anna, but it was interesting to see these characters again. I overall enjoyed how this series wrapped up. I absolutely love Stephanie Perkins' writing. It's so light and fluffy and so much fun. I didn't really like Isla too much as a character. I didn't hate her, but she wasn't quite my homegirl. She wasn't my homegirl, but we're okay. I liked how this wrapped up, and it was kind of cliche, but it was cute. You don't necessarily read Stephanie Perkins books for literary masterpieces with completely original plots. You just read them because they're fun, and I think this definitely fulfilled that. So 4 stars. I enjoyed this. And finally is the book that I've been reading for so long, and it's embarrassing, and it's 21 Proms by a bunch of authors. This is just a huge bind-up of 21 different short stories. Some of them are like 5 pages, some of them are 20, and it's all about different proms, and it's really short, so I have no clue why I haven't finished it yet. I'm currently filming this on April 30th, so I'm going to go finish this tonight. It's taking me too long for what it should. I picked this up because I'm like, ooh, light and fluffy, and I'm going to prom. I did go to prom this month. Woo woo! But yes, some of the stories are really cute. Some of them are just kind of some of them made me go WTF. I don't know. I still have 100 pages left, so I am going to finish this tonight before April is over. And I will definitely give a star rating. My guess is this is going to be somewhere between 3 to 3.5 stars, depending on how much I like the final stories. John Green's story is the last one in here, so I'll probably really like that one, so that might boost it up a little bit. I don't know. We'll see what happens. So, for movies and television, the first thing I'm going to talk about is a show that I've noticed has been really good lately, and it is Nashville. I've watched Nashville from the beginning, and I love it. It is so good, and it's so soapy, and if you just want something that is so dramatic, but you just can't help but love it, I highly suggest Nashville. Plus, they have some really great music on that show. The second show that's totally been on point lately is Once Upon a Time. I binge watched Once Upon a Time a little over a year ago, last Christmas break, 2013, I believe, and I've been obsessed ever since, and this whole season has been so on point. I don't want to spoil anything, but if you're caught up, you knew that some shit happened, and it's been so good, and I am terrified for the finale, so I will probably talk about the finale in my May wrap-up. And the final thing that I want to talk about is my Netflix watching, and yes, I finished Friends. I did it. It's been a few days, and I'm not over it. I'm not really ready to talk about it yet, but overall, it honestly is my new favorite show of all time. The finale was so good. I got everything I wanted out of it. I cried, and I hadn't even been watching it for 10 years. I've been watching it for a few months. So if you're looking for something to watch on Netflix, I highly suggest Friends. It is worth the hype. So funny. Every single episode I laughed or felt feels and did both, and I'm in love. I'm so in love, and I'm waiting for the time when it's acceptable to start it over again, aka it might even be in a few weeks. Gotta do what you gotta do. I'm still considering maybe doing a favorite Friends episode video just because I love talking about it so much that I want to talk about it on the internet. I mean, why not? So, I don't know. Maybe I will do that after my rewatch. Who knows? So I've been contemplating like different shows that can be my rebound shows from Friends. I'm catching up on New Girl, Modern Family in the middle right now. I love all those shows. I've just been a couple weeks behind because I've been watching Friends. But other than those three, do you guys have any suggestions for comedies that I should pick up? Right now I think I'm deciding between Parks and Rec and The Office. I've heard really great things about both of those. So if you have any suggestions or think that I need to particularly watch one of those, feel free to comment down below because my opinion is easily swayed. The month of May should be absolutely crazy. There's so many new releases coming out and I cannot wait. I'm going to some book events and I will definitely film some things at said book events. So May's gonna be really crazy. I hope it's a better reading month than I have been having lately. And I've been rambling for a long time. I bet a lot of people clicked out. It's like, she stopped talking about books. I don't care anymore. But if you're still here, you're the real MVP. Thank you so much for watching this wrap up. This is Millions Books. I can't believe it's already May. But happy spring. I hope it's actually spring where you're at. And thank you so much for watching. Bye! To be honest, I really just wanted to stand so I can show off this new shelf. Just look at it. Ready? Hallelujah. Up and so in the month of I read Anna and the Frank and the Marianne. Everywhere BookTube talks about this book. I shouldn't say everybody, but I give this 4 out of 5. So within the first two portrayed, I don't know.